Body, Lord, the bugs. I mean, it's probably bugs too, but the animals. That's what I meant to say. The animals out here, they crawling in the trees. So if y'all see me looking back, that's what I'm looking at. Anyways, wanted to come and create a video that's kind of a little bit different from what I normally post. People who are new to my channel don't really know like my personality or where my channel, what I used to post back in the day was really just silly stuff. I'm 25 now, and when I first started YouTube back in like 2008, 2009, it was not that serious. It was just, people of the world discovering the powers of the internet and ways to meet new people and just kind of be silly and connect with other people who enjoy the same things that they do. So it's kind of what it was for me when I first started. So, like I said in my last video, I haven't ever really developed any, real direction for my channel. Now that I'm getting older and YouTube has kind of gotten to this enormous, gigantic place where people, are millionaires making money off this thing and just kind of creating brands and providing for their family. It's just so different, which I can appreciate. But anyways, since I do have this platform and I've kind of, evolved into who I am today, I'm still very, silly, but I do have a very sensitive and real and kind of serious side to me too. So unless you are like a close friend of mine that knows me in real life, or we've just been friends, throughout my younger years up until now, do you know that side of me? Because I'm that way when I'm most comfortable around people. Some people are like that around everybody that they meet, and I admire those people, but that's just not my personality, which is fine. So I'm just in a good place today. I'm having a day to myself, not all to myself, because I actually have to go to my godmother's house later on tonight to do like a girls' night. But I kind of get upset on the weekends when I can't do what I want to do. But it sounds selfish because everybody like, why don't you just come out and hang out with us and da da da. So I'm a little. I should be excited to have girls' night, but I value my alone time so much. And a lot of y'all don't know, but I struggled with some mental health issues, throughout the last couple of years, and I hadn't told people. A few people that have experienced me with my bouts, in those moments, know about it, and my very close friends and my family, of course. But I don't know. For some reason, I just decided to talk about it today, and might get a little emotional. My voice might start crackling or whatever, but that's just me. I'm mushy on the inside, and I can appreciate that about my personality because I can be very serious, and mature, but I also have that silly side to me as well, and I can turn around and be super serious when the time calls for that. And I think for me, my personality, the people that I connect to the most are people that are similar in that light. Like they don't have to have the same personality, but when it comes to turning off, the worldly issues and just kind of really getting into the nitty gritty of human issues, I can appreciate people like that, because they're showing their real, true, and authentic self. So I gravitate toward people like that. I love getting to know people more intimately in ways that, the masses may not know them. And even to kind of bring it down on a smaller scale, like popular people in your city, your local area, if you will. I love getting to know those types of people to their core, and really learning about that little child inside of them that most people don't know about. We develop into human beings and older human beings from children and adolescents, and um, those experiences that we go through as children, they shape us to be the people that everybody sees in front of them today. So I don't know why I'm like emotional and stuff, but don't even know why I'm sharing this. It's put on my spirit to do so. But I did want to raise awareness about different mental health issues. We all see things that are going on in the media today, and I just feel like it's not taken as seriously, as it should be. And being somebody that comes from a place, with a family where a bunch of trauma and just unaddressed issues, would trickle down from generation to generation, I feel like uh, from that area where I'm from, it's a small city and people just don't talk about it. They just cope, and they self-medicate, and that's just their life. They have fun, they live in life, but it's not, to me, the most healthy way to live your life. So I want to live a full, bright, happy life where I don't have to self-medicate. And I'm not saying that that's something that I've done before. I'm not admitting to that, but I'm just saying that's where I come from. So it could easily be me, is what I'm saying. And a bunch of people my age and in this generation, we do self-medicate, and we do, that's our way of coping. And we all are coping with life and life's issues in some different ways. So no judgment at all, but they don't want to stay on that piece too much, but that's just kind of where I come from. And I moved from my hometown, came to Virginia, and a lot happened, a lot happened. I don't really want to go into all of that, but I think all the issues that I experienced here in Virginia kind of were rooted from things that happened back home, and that separation in between me moving from Georgia to Virginia when I was 8, that messed with me. I didn't realize it did until an adult, and that's when those issues here started to arise. Hopefully this is making sense. If not, I apologize. But yeah, needed to get this off my chest. I don't know why, but I'm glad I'm doing it. And if I end up posting this, hopefully it helps somebody. Because I know, like I said, a lot of people where I'm from locally may look up to me or have seen me throughout the years and had a certain image about me that I kind of felt like I fell into, honestly, because when I found my way of escaping issues that were going on in my family or my neighborhood, just being raised in the hood, I wanted to escape that, and I didn't feel like I belonged there. I felt like I was just going with the flow. We lived in a neighborhood that wasn't the best, and I saw a lot, I did a lot, experienced a lot, whether it was me or somebody else. It was just a lot that somebody at my age, in my teens, I shouldn't have experienced. And I have a lot of friends that went down that road, that ended up in different places that I didn't. They may look at me, my camera's gonna die, phone's gonna die. They may look at me and think I'm better than them, or that I think I'm better than them, or that I had it better than them. But at the end of the day, we all going through something in a different capacity. People look at Americans like we're privileged, and yeah, that we are compared to other people. But we can't control the hand that we were dealt in life. It's about how you play the cards, how you maneuver throughout this life is what you make out of it. So we can't choose where we are. We can't choose, what's going to happen to us. We can control how we maneuver through it, though. That's my point of view on that. But yeah, in between all that time, from moving there in Virginia now, growing up to be an adult, it took a toll on me with all the different change and the trauma and just seeing certain things and being in certain places I had no business being. It shaped me, and although I went through those things, I came out of them, they did affect me. So I just wanted to kind of share my story without going into too much detail, just to show people, what you see is not always what you get sometimes with people. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, my escapism from what I was going through back at home and in my neighborhood, it was a great thing. I found modeling, I found self-expression, I found new neighborhoods, new places to be in Richmond, new people, other cultures, races. It was pretty dope. And it was a great platform for me to start figuring out who I am and what I like, and how the world can be different outside of the hood, outside of the block. So that led me into, I guess, a place of, I don't know, publicity and people just knowing me and seeing me out and doing a bunch of things. The job that I had, traveling, meeting people and stuff like that. I was placed in front of a lot of people. I had a lot of eyes on me and stuff like that. And if you knew about modeling in Richmond back in like 2011, 12, 13, you knew about Soleil and a few other people as well. So not saying I was a superstar or nothing like that, but people have a certain image of you, once you're a local entertainer. Not that I was, but just naming out titles and different things, occupations and cities. Entertainer, poet, dancer, whatever. People go out and they see those things, and you're the face of it. They start to develop perceptions and who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be how you're supposed to act, and all that stuff. So it could become pressure when you just kind of fall into that, and then you grow up and realize this is not even what I'm supposed to do for real. This is not even who I am. So I took a step back from all of that and just started focusing on me and growing, in my 20s, trying to figure it all out. And I chilled on that. Modeling was a great platform for me to grow and find myself and give me confidence and make me a woman. It was great, but that was not where the buck stops. And I feel like where I am in my life now is not where the buck stops. No, I'm rambling a lot, y'all, but like I said, it was just put on my heart to share this and kind of defy any perceptions that people had about me. I've laid back a lot in doing all the things that I was doing. I just kind of, like I said, wanted to figure out who I was, what I wanted, where I wanted to be, and deal with what I was going through. Not 100% where I want to be, but I'm back. Kind of lost myself a little bit. I lost my voice because of the issues that I was experiencing personally. But I'm on that journey, man, and it's only going to get better from here. So just wanted to encourage y'all, and I don't know, I kind of not embarrassed. I normally would be embarrassed to be on camera saying all this and getting emotional. I'm trying to hold it back, but I don't feel like nobody wants to watch a video of me crying. So yeah, hopefully that helped somebody. Hopefully it came full circle at the end. Maybe I think I don't want my phone to die. I feel like I probably shouldn't stop here, but it's 11 minutes, and maybe there'll be a part 2. Who knows? But stay up. Therapy is not a bad thing. I personally haven't tried any medications or anything, but if that's something that you have to do and something that you've already chosen to do, then look into alternative ways as well. If you're comfortable with your meds and they keep you going, by all means, I'm not here to give any medical advice, but therapy I'm a big advocate of, and working out, staying fit, eating healthy. My goodness, that is important. Just treat yourself good, be in nature. I think this is what prompted that video. Me just, feeling present today and being in nature just inspired me to share with you guys. So just take care of yourself, and if you need to pull back and have a day, even a weekend, a week, take some vacation time off from work and just kind of get back to you, because you are what matters most. This world cannot operate without you, and you bring something to this world. People love you. I love you if you haven't heard it today. Jesus loves you, and we're gonna be all right. So I will talk to y'all in my next video. Be well.